Time now for the Deals Report. Jeff Smith's Starboard kicks off the week with another victory. And the Department of Justice brings new scrutiny to AT&T. We're joined now by Bloomberg senior deals reporter Ed Hammond. Ed, let's start with Starboard and Newell, because Newell, the company, and of course Carl Icahn, who's another big shareholder, had to give up something in order to avoid this proxy battle with Starboard. What was it?
Well, it was really board seats. So, as you say, Icahn had come in as a sort of almost like a protection deal with Newell. He had come on, he had said, he backed what the company were doing, and he didn't think that Starboard should come forward with their slate. Starboard kept it out and said, we are going to come with our slate. So to get this all resolved before a nasty proxy fight, they are allowing Starboard to put 3 people on the board. So Carl is taking 2 people off. And then there is going to be an additional person added. So the board, I think, is going from 11 to 12. And
Carl's interests and Starboard's interests are now all aligned?
They are broadly aligned. I mean, look, both parties think there is more value to be had in this company. They both think that, there is a combination of selling some assets. But crucially, Starboard's starting position on this was that they thought this company needed to improve its operations. Yes. They thought it had a good collection of assets, but they were being not optimally ran. And now it's saying, yes, you can sell down some stuff, but that's not going to actually solve the issues longer term.
Got to fix how you run the company.
Way more aggressive than Icahn's approach in terms of what else they wanted to do with this. It comes off the back of the Masterich victory as well. So Starboard seemingly gaining momentum here at a relatively quiet time for other activists.
They have gained momentum. I mean, look, it's worth noting that, yes, the CEO of Macerich, Art Coppola, left last week. Yes. The share price didn't move a huge amount. And actually, even with this Newell settlement, the share price hasn't moved a huge amount. So, yes, they have momentum, but when that translates into real uplift in value, I think they will be happier. But it's very interesting. If you look at the challenges that Newell faces, it has this huge debt burden of about $10 billion. It also has a high dividend. So I think its dividend works out about $450 million a year. So to keep servicing that and to keep servicing the debt, just selling assets, it's not going to move the needle. It's not going to be enough. It needs to improve operations. So the question then is, do they keep Mike Polk, who's the current CEO? Starboard originally wanted to get rid of him. Now they're going to have him to stay on. He's going to be, from what I understand, he is going to be on a tight leash. And he is going to be, he's going to get a shot at getting this right. But obviously, if in 6 months or 9 months we're not there, then I suspect they will look for a new CEO.
I was going to say, what about the dividend? Is the dividend safe?
The dividend, as far as I know, is safe. But obviously, the continuation of that is predicated on them actually being able to improve the cash flow.
Let's move on and talk about AT&T. Scarlett, is that where you were going to go there?
I was
getting
actually.
Ready.
Yeah, no. I was because this is now week 3 of this drama, and we still haven't seen the government make very many good points to convince the judge here. The presentation has all but wrapped. The DOJ is now looking at collusion with Verizon, a separate inquiry. How will this affect the antitrust case, if at all?
I think today was another relatively bad day for the government. It certainly wasn't a good day for the government.
Have they had any good days?
No, they haven't really. I mean, the first day when everyone thought that there was going to be a smoking gun, I think that was potentially their last good day. And since then, it's just been a gradual realization that the case is not what they implied it would be. Today was interesting. They were really arguing about the synergies. So the government's economic expert was saying the synergies were not what AT&T had said they would be, so they shouldn't be given credit for that. AT&T was saying, or their lawyers rather, were saying that not only were the synergies what they said they'd be, I think about $2.5 billion a year, but that this government witness was not credible. And actually, they pointed out that he had, in previous trials, he had testified and he was utterly discredited. And the witness said he did not know that that had happened. The other thing, and this is very interesting, is the DOJ were told off once again for having talked to their economic expert ahead of his statements over the weekend. Apparently, the judge had said they weren't to do that. This is the second time we should note that the judge has reprimanded. You would think they would know this. The first day of the trial, remember, he told them off for doing something similar where they'd actually spoken to their witness. So this is the second time the judge has given them a smack on the wrist.